Hey everybody, Dirili here. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of The Charming Empire. If you would like to hear a Kei Yoshimine's story, please visit Rob's Bromantic Gaming channel, link in the description and in the cards. For now, let's get back to Soshi. He's announced our engagement to somebody else. No, we don't know who. Although I'm pretty sure he's trying to get us out of the palace for our safety, like with Sarah's route. Pretty sure he still cares about me for some reason, even though I tried to kill him, and may still want to kill him. We seem to still have mixed feelings on the matter. So let's continue on our yandere adventure here. You can just sit back, relax, and let me read you a story. At the end of the ball, my brother calling me to his side announces plans for my marriage. The ballroom is filled with blessings and cheers, despite the fact that I haven't heard a single word of my own marriage. Soshi, what is the meaning of this? No one told me anything about this. Am I saying this in public?
Of course you didn't hear about it. It's the first time I've told you.
Even when I yell at him, he stands there calm and collected as ever. This can't be.
I told you that you had a role to fulfill, did I not? That time has come. What is there to be surprised about?
But it's so sudden. Though he smiles, his eyes are cold, void of all emotion. A look so vicious that it renders me unable to speak. No, this was the role Soshi was talking about? To marry someone from another country that I don't even know? Use me to create a friendship with another country? To be a petty hostage? I kinda thought we knew that when we came here.
The announcement is over, and so is your role here tonight. You can go back to your room if you want. You can't do anything here.
So I've been dismissed. I slowly back away, clenching my shaking hands into fists. No, I can't stay here any longer. I won't be able to control my emotions. I do my best to hold back my tears and lower my head. I run back to my room, not caring who sees me. I kick off my heels when I get back and bury myself in my bed. My feet hurt from those shoes, and though it's a waste of a perfectly good dress, I don't feel like moving to avoid wrinkling it. Screw the dress. The tears I have been holding back come bursting forth. I don't even know if it's because I'm sad or frustrated. I can feel the warmth and kindness of Soshi's hand left in mine, and it makes me cry even more. I was so happy until that moment. Even now, thinking back on it, it feels like a dream. I'm going to be married? Married to someone I don't even know, that I don't even love. Soshi said that was the role I'm to fulfill. Just being a pawn to my brother, I have no right to refuse. But still, I can't. You could run away. I've never been in love, but I still have dreams of marrying the man that I will fall in love with. But that dream will never come true. I never even had the right to such dream in the first place. I think back to how Soshi looked at me during the ball. His soft, gentle gaze, his calm smile seemed so true at the time. My heart begins to race, and I feel myself blush as I think about it. No, this can't be. Am I feeling something like love? Even worse, the sadness of being rejected by the man I love? That's impossible. No, this can't be. There's no way I could be in love with Soshi. I'm his sister, a simple pawn in the game he's playing. That's why I can't think like that. No matter what I feel for him, it'll be all in vain. All in vain. I want to understand that, but when did it start? At what point did I begin falling for him? From the very beginning, I think. I wanted to hate him, but then he surprised me with his kindness. I was happy that he worried about me. I even tried telling myself he was only doing it to keep my guard down. Because of that, at some point I started wanting him to trust me. I must have fallen in love with him long before I realized it. I've been trying to hide it, playing it off as something that could never happen, until today, when he made me realize what I felt. When Soshi decided to give me away to another, that rejection finally made me accept those feelings. I wish I had never realized how I felt. Even when I wanted to avenge my mother and father, I still couldn't hate him completely. I loved him even then. It would have been so much easier if I never noticed, but it's far too late to be thinking that. Soshi. The mere sound of his name on my lips numbs them. My heart is so full of love, it feels like it's being torn apart. I bury my face on my pillow to stifle my voice. My tears stream down my feverish cheeks without end. After the night of the ball, Soshi and I start eating breakfast and dinner together again. Really, that's a surprise. Of course, things aren't the same, and the awkward silence at meals persists. Although we don't talk, things around me are abuzz with excitement. Well, at least that keeps things a little less awkward, that there's some commotion around us. Servants and maids get the dress for my wedding and make other preparations, while I can only sit and watch. Even though I'm the one being married, I still don't know who my husband will be, or where he's even from. Why haven't I been told this much at least yet? There's no reason to keep it from me. No matter what country they're from, I can't refuse. It's pointless to even ask. On top of that, the chances of being married to the man I love are exactly 0, so it's no use asking that either. I look up at Soshi's face, sitting restlessly in my chair as my dishes are taken away. He doesn't even bother looking at me. It'd probably be easier on me if he's not nice to me at all. I try to wash down the bitter taste in my mouth with my tea. At some point, one of the maids begins serving our after-meal tea in my stead. He'll never drink any tea I make for him again. Yeah, not after the last tea, maid. I sigh and drop my gaze. My tea was likely the same to him as anyone else's. He just flattered me because I was trying so hard for him. The maid must be getting uncomfortable in the gloomy atmosphere and addresses me with an overly cheerful voice. Princess, have you heard? There's going to be a festival in town tonight. It's going to be the biggest celebration ever to help mourn for those we lost in the fire. A festival?
Yes. So that was tonight, was it?
He says a few words, but here I am, pathetically happy to hear him speak. The town festival is so much fun. They have many shops selling very interesting things. Really? That sounds fun.
Do you want to go?
What? Can I? I've been here for months, and never once have I been allowed out of the palace. I was certain this time would be the same. Soshi glances at me as I stare at him in surprise, and nods.
The ball is over now, so why not take a break? If you do go, take Kagemitsu with you. He may not seem like it, but he's competent.
You won't be going, Soshi?
No, I don't like crowds and I have work. Plus, people might find it hard to enjoy themselves with me around.
Oh, don't look sad about that. I have nothing to say to that. Soshi rarely makes any appearances in public, and very few people even know what he looks like. Even if they do, he would need to be accompanied by several guards. That would make him stand out even more, and people would be more likely to find out who he is. There are plenty of revolts in the city, and they still haven't found the arsonist that caused the recent fire. It's much too dangerous for Soshi to be out in public now.
If you decide to go, I will talk to Kagemitsu for you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I may be disappointed that Soshi won't be going with me, but I'm excited to finally go out into town for the first time. I've only ever seen the town from inside a car. I wonder what it's like there. We'll find out. Now, apparently. Or soon. When I get back to my room, I'm so excited that I can't stay still. As I pace around, I hear a knock at my door, followed by a voice.
Hey, going into town tonight?
Yes, Soshi said it would be all right if I were to go with you. Thank you for going with me.
It's my pleasure. I haven't been to the festival in a while, so I'm looking forward to it. Soshi's not going?
No, he said he has work. He also said people wouldn't be able to enjoy themselves if you were there.
I see. Always tormenting himself, that Soshi. Anyways, I'll come back to get you in the evening.
Sure, I'll be here. I see Kagemitsu off with a smile. No matter what Soshi says, I find it sad that only he can't go to such a fun festival. I bet he really wants to go, but what if he just doesn't like that kind of thing? I know it's selfish, but I just want to have fun with Soshi. I have to make the most of this festival now that Soshi has allowed me to go. I guess it's too much to ask for him to come too. I step out on the balcony and look down at the town. The wreckage from the fire is cleared out, making it obvious where the fire was. They're working hard on restoring that area. Eventually there will be new buildings standing tall there. With things the way they are, I don't think it'll help much. The people's dissatisfaction is still high enough for it to be impossible to ensure nothing like that will happen again. I think about it long and hard, but I just don't know how to change things. I don't even have the power to change them. The only person that does is Soshi. I guess everyone living happily ever after is an ending that happens only in fairy tales. If only I knew how, I could make the people in the town happy. Then Soshi would be happy too. Taking a deep breath, I look up into the blue sky. A towering cloud sails across it. It feels like it's going to get hot today. It's time.
I'm here. May I come in?
Hi, Kagemitsu. Yes, come in. He peeks his head in through the door and gives me a strange look for an instant as I sit in the chair. Then, looking convinced of something, shifts his gaze all around the room.
Worried about Soshi?
Oh, yes.
You want to go to the festival, but you feel bad leaving Soshi behind in the palace, don't you? If Soshi doesn't go, you'd rather stay here by his side. Something like that, right?
Wow, you hit the nail on the head.
A lucky guess. I just figured that was the case because you're such a kind girl.
That's not true. I'm far from kind. Yes, I have murderous intent. I only want to stay by Soshi's side out of pure selfishness.
Well, the truly unkind wouldn't admit it. Alas, I'm disappointed. I've been rejected for another man.
I'm sorry. I really was looking forward to going to the festival with you, but I'm sorry.
No need to apologize. I'll pick up a souvenir or two for you. I hope you're looking forward to it.
Thank you. I'm so sorry, Kagemitsu. He brushes his fingers through his hair as I hang my head, then leaves. I look out the window to see dusk giving way to night. The blue sky darkens more and more until it finally turns black. However, the sky above town glows dimly in the festival lights. I wonder if Soshi is in his room. Probably since we're going there. I step out into the hallway. Most people seem to be at the summer festival, making the palace even quieter than usual. The perfect opportunity for another assassination attempt. There are less people out in the halls tonight as well. There aren't even guards patrolling Soshi's room. I wonder if he's there.
Who's there?
Oh, it's me.
Why aren't you at the festival? I already talked to Kagemitsu about it.
Yes, Kagemitsu went. He said he would buy us both souvenirs.
Why didn't you go with him? I thought you were looking forward to it.
Well, I wanted to go with you. No point if you're not going. I want to talk to you. Kagemitsu wasn't wrong about me, but half the reason I stayed behind was to talk to Soshi. There are many people gone from the palace out to enjoy the festival, so I figured it would be a good chance to talk to you.
What could you possibly want to talk about? I'm the man you hate so much you tried to kill. I basically stole your future from you.
Of course I'm not pleased about being married off, but I just want to talk to you. May I come in, please? We stare silently at each other for a moment until Soshi breaks eye contact.
Even if I said no, you wouldn't leave, would you? Come on in and sit down so we can at least speak comfortably.
Relieved, I take a step inside his room. Me, the girl who tried to kill him. I was expecting him to turn me away at the door, but he didn't. Was it because he knows I don't have the ability to kill him? It's hard to accept the fact that he still doesn't trust me, even though we're brother and sister. I recall the day we reunited, how Soshi told me not to hope for a normal sibling relationship with him. Just as he said, our relationship is far from desirable. If I could find out the truth about my father's death, if I knew how Soshi really felt about it, then things would be different. After realizing how I feel about Soshi, it's sad to think we'll only be siblings. But no matter what our relationship is, I want to fix it, just so we can be together a little longer. That's the end of the episode. I don't know, that felt really short, but it wasn't. I guess it's because we were getting to the part where I really wanted to see, and now it ends. Well, we'll get to hear their conversation in the next episode. So we're getting close to the end, and next one should be a pretty telling part of the story, I think. So I hope to see you there or in some of my other videos, and I'd be so grateful for any likes, comments, subscriptions, or shares with your friends to show some support. Thank you so much for joining me, and I wish you all health, happiness, and safety. Dirili signing out. Bye bye, everybody.